right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk with Steven. Happy New Year, guys. How is everybody doing? How is your New Year's resolution is going on? Can you believe it? It has been 1 year since we start Talk with Steven. When I calculated, how many talk shows we have done, how many views we have done over this 1 year time, even I was mind blown. There are some, the loyal audience who are watching Talk with Steven, and they have been following every Talk with Steven talk shows every single week on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Thank you so much. This 1 year time wouldn't be possible without you guys. Thank you so much for just joining this talk show, just to get inspired by the sharings of our speakers. And it's been an honor for me to host this talk show for the past 1 year, and we have about 37 sessions so far. We have interviewed 37 speakers who are extremely successful in terms of their life, in terms of their business, their career. They are expert in certain industries, certain experts in certain aspects of their life, and they are the one that actually come and share their experiences on how did they become successful in their life, share some tips along the way to us. And we have talk shows with the topics of impacting people, raising successful children, through business development to career development. You can find everything in Talk with Stephen playlist. So all you need to do is just follow me on my Instagram, or follow me on my Facebook, so that you can find all my videos there. This is my Facebook. Just go add me as a friend, like my page if you want. And then you just need to scroll through all these videos, so that you will find every single video that has been already there. So today at this Talk with Steven session, we have someone who is very interesting with me, to share with us about his journey in his life as well. As you may know, this Talk with Steven has been happening for 1 year. And those who don't know, just this is the first time you actually came into Talk with Steven. This is a weekly talk show hosted by me, Steven Raj, where we will be bringing in successful individuals who are successful at different aspects of their life, and they will come and share about how they are doing what they are doing right now, to inspire people at the same time as well. So today we have someone who is very similar, someone who is very, very close to my heart, someone who is extremely amazing, because I am here, sitting here doing this talk show and everything. This is one of the main reasons for it, because when my life was going a bit haywire, when I was young, 21 years old, young, and don't know what am I doing in my life, Mr. Ganesan is the one that I actually go and talk to, and he's the one that pointed me in the right direction and everything. So the simple hack, that the simple thing that he had done really impacted my life until now. It shapes me who I am now. I'm doing so many things. It's all because of him. So when I wanted to interview someone in 2021, 2022, in the beginning of 2022, I was thinking, who should I invite and talk in this Talk with Steven? My heart just said, should be Mr. Ganesan. So that's why I was like, didn't ask any question. I just wanted to invite Mr. Ganesan here. So a little bit of intro about our guest speaker for today. Mr. Ganesan has been in teaching line for more than 30 years. That is more than my entire lifetime. That's how long Ganesan was. Ganesan, it is in the teaching line, and he's also worked in a bank, in a Malaysian bank, for 19 years. And after that, he quit the job, and then he started his own business. And from there, he's been doing fantastic job in teaching people, guiding them in to do better in their life and everything. So that is Ganesan. He also holds an MBA in finance and investment line, and he has been doing this for many, many years. So he is the expert on the topic of impacting people's life. So without any further ado, let's welcome Mr. Ganesan. Hello, Ganesan.
Hello, Stephen. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. How are you, sir? How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm great. Anticipating, looking forward to have this chat with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. We have people saying hi to you. That Sudhar here. Then Vedagri saying hi. So thank you for joining. For audience who are watching this session, if you would like to share this out to your people, just go ahead. If you can share this session, take the YouTube link, share it out to people. If you're watching in Facebook, just share the session so that people can watch it from you as well. So, Mr. Ganesan, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So as I mentioned just now, Ganesan is the founder of Sanma Concept. It's a company that also run various type of trainings program that's help them to focus on their goals, move forward in their life and everything. And also he's a co-founder of Pusat Tuition Sri Makmo, a wonderful tuition center where I studied for a while, and that's how I actually got to know about Ganesan and everything. So he has been in the line for 37 years of his life, but Ganesan has been always impacting people's life wherever way he can. So Ganesan, my first question for you is, We everyone have this urge of helping people, but we don't know how to start, like where to start, what to do. From where did this thought of helping people and actually taking the action towards helping people start for you? From where?
From where this one, I must first of all thank my father for it, because my father and my mother, my parents are both, what do you call, they are from the beginning when we are small. They have been helping people. My father is in the Kaiwara committee, so many things. So we see them helping, and that's what they have taught us. Helping others, what do you call, is good. So that is how it naturally came into me, and somehow or other, if you ask me, I really enjoy helping people. But when you
Yeah.
say helping people, think help means must give money, right?
Yeah.
But no,
Lot of
helping is not giving money. I tell you, of course, giving money is one way of helping people, right? But the other one is that the most important thing is giving information, because many
mm,
people doesn't know where to go and get what they want. You just show them where to go and get, and I tell you, they will just carry from there. So that is how it all started. It naturally inside me, and then we were helping. There's so many voluntary work that we have been doing ever since I left school.
mm.
That's what, and that's how it all started, and it's been in me until now.
Okay, okay. So like over the years, you have impacted many people's life. You just say something very interesting, like it's not about giving the money; it's also about connecting to them, to the right people, and also sharing the information. That is one of the way that I think that you can, because you have been living your life for so many years. You can share your experience, your connection that you have with people in a way that which will actually impacts people life. So any examples that you have, any people that you have, that you have shared this kind of things, that actually they go out there and did something amazing for their life?
Yeah, what happened was that the examples is that, you see, we are staying in Kuala Lumpur, right? And as
Okay.
myself and my brothers, when we go and study in the local colleges, particularly in Kuala Lumpur, we meet a lot of our friends who are from all parts of Malaysia, Johor,
Okay.
Penang, Tanjung Malim, and all that. So what happened is that after studying, what will happen is that they will come and look for a job in Kuala Lumpur. And
Mm,
first thing is that before they want to look for a job, they need to a place to stay. So what happened was that we started off by giving them a place to stay. We host them. I think if you count, we already hosted about more than 50 people into our house. They came and stayed here. They get a job, and then they until they were here for quite some time. Easily,
mm.
each one spent about 2 to 3 years in my house, and
Wow.
and until they get a job, they settle down. So this was a small thing that we were doing to help our friends. And not only that,
Like
our
when they
friends
stay in
came; their
your
entire family was came.
Okay, sir. Like
Was
when they
that?
stay in your place and all, will they, like, do you ask any rent from them, anything to pay and everything? Is there anything such thing like that?
No, actually, when they come looking for us, first of all, they got no job. How are they going to pay
Mm,
rent? you know. So at the beginning, until they get a job, they stayed there. We don't charge them anything, nothing. But only thing what I said is that upon you getting your job, I said there is no specific fee or anything down there. I say it'd be nice if you can give a token of appreciation to my mom, because my mom prepares their food. You know, and I said just do that, just to make her feel better. All right. She won't
mm.
ask, but I said that does not mean beside. When you have, we give lah. So that was the only thing we did. There's no specific charges for anyone, and that is how. In fact, all the 50 of them are still, they are like our family friends already now.
Mm. Like a very very big family.
Yeah.
So Ganesan, you have been
Yes. Yes.
also running this company called Sanma Concept, and also Pusat Tuition Street Backmore, which means like you're one of the popular center in the Klang Valley area, where like many Kayura area, where many people actually come to your center and study there. I'm one of the person who actually studied there and everything. So you are not someone who just teach them, but you also do something amazing so that they also settle in their life after that. Like after they finish SPM or anything, they know what to do next. What do you do, Ganesan, for this kind of people?
So what I do is because based on my experience, once many of us, once you study, you get your degree, and we are stuck. We don't know what to do. Because that's what I went through during my lifetime. So I
Mm.
said I don't want such thing to also happen to them. So one thing good happened to me was that along the way, I met Mr. Ilango. Okay, Mr. Ilango, who's the founder of ET Ideas, lah. So what happened was that I attended one of his training called biocybernetics, which is now being called what do you call
Yeah,
be at
the
your
best.
best, right? So that program was amazing program. So I learned there. So what I did was that I actually seeked his permission. Can I modify this and use it to all my students who are attending? So when I did that, so I broke that thing in the training into parts. That means every 3 months, our students will go through phase one, phase two, phase three. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I built in what you call goal setting. What to look for, what they want. Listen to your heart. What are you passionate about? Sometimes I tell students, sir, we cannot find what I am passionate about. I don't know what to do. So I tell them very simple only to find out. You just go to a quiet place, you sit down there and ask yourself, what is that one thing that you will do even nobody pays you a single cent? And that should be your career. So
Amazing.
that is how so I said there after that I get very much associated with ET Ideas, and of course be at your best training. So what I do is that all my students who, because they need a clear mindset, so be at your best program will actually reset that for you. So what I normally do is that I will try to bring all my students first, because I already taught them the gist of it already. I said if you want
Mm.
a continuity, then I'll bring them to be at their best, or to that environment where ET Ideas meets, and that is how I slowly bring all my. So what I normally tell my students is that the moment you become acquainted, or the moment you join Sri Magmo, your relationship with me is rest of your life, because I have got something for you throughout your life. I'm not doing
Mm.
it. All I got to do is that I give you information and connect you to the various people. That's all I do, and that has brought a lot of changes in many of y'all. I think that includes Stephen, you yourself. That's
Yeah.
what I did
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, I remember I was met you when I was 21 years old. I used to study with Ganesan for a very short amount of time, and I really like the way he teach and all these things. So when my life is going a little bit of haywire here and there, I actually met Ganesan for no reason. I don't know why, but he actually pointed me to the right people, the right direction. So that's when I started to go for that. At that point of time, I don't even have a transport to go anywhere or do anything, but Ganesan was kind enough to drive me all the way. Like, it's technically like 1 hour drive at this night time, and he drive me there. Sometimes he bring me food, he will make us go makan and all this, then bring us and all, so until we get familiar with the people there and everything. So why did you do that, Mr. Ganesan? Like, you could have just give me the information, like you told, like, you give information, like, this thing is happening there, these people is there, go for it and everything. But you didn't stop from there. The moment you know that, what, I cannot go anywhere and everything, you actually spend your time to bring people there and everything. And we are not going to pay you anything, like, thank you, Ganesan, here's the petrol fees or anything, because I don't have money to pay you at that point of time. Why did you still help me, or still helping people, Ganesan?
No, because I see at your age, at that time down there, as you said, you got no money, you got nothing to do. But if I don't guide you, if I don't take you there to a certain number of times, right, then you would not be what you are now, right? So
Mm.
I know some of the students, they need this kind of help, because of course I can give them information, but I know they need the thing, but they don't have the transport to go. I said I just do a little bit more extra, until when you go down there and you get close with them and you find what you want. I tell you, after that, even I don't give you a transport, you will find your way, right?
True.
So the thing is that I want to go one little bit more extra step, so that you really get acquainted with those people down there, and you really find what you want. Once you find that, I think after that you don't need me anymore. So my journey is only up to the level until you get acquainted there. Some of them did not stay with ET Ideas, but after they came down there, they went and they are doing on their own very good, because they already got the idea.
Mm.
You see, so that's what. So that actually, you ask me why, that gives me what you call, I would say, a certain satisfaction. Right.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
impacting people always give the satisfaction that
Yeah.
we always wanted and everything. We have people saying hello to you, and one person is saying, "Most kind-hearted man I have ever met." Thank you, Ganesan. So yes, he's a very kind-hearted person that I ever met as well. So Ganesan, like my next question is, like, is there anybody that you have impacted? I'm one of the person, told about you to everyone that I met and everything. But is there any people like still in touch with you that you have heard them many many years ago, but they're still in touch with you, they're still doing amazing things with you and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah, yeah. There, I would like to quote a few of them. One is one of my students. She's a what do you call, after she left SPM with this Pusat Tujuh Simakmo, 5 years later, she actually texted me, sent me an email. In fact, said, "Sir, thank you so much. I wouldn't have get such a good result if not for you, not for us." So what I did was that I said, "I'm sorry, I can't remember you because it'll be more than 7 over years. Can you please drop by to the
Mhm.
center?" She actually came, and then her name was Noor Atika. So she came and told me. So I asked her, said, "What made you score good result?" She got CGP of 3.5 and above, lah. Right, that's a very
Mm.
good result, right? But she said, "Sir, I've never thought in my life I would actually get this kind of results." I said, "What made you do that?" So what she did was that she actually opened the handbag and took out the gold card that we did together when she was in Form 5. "Sir, I've been reading this card on a daily basis, and this is what has actually made me to achieve what I wanted." So that was really, really amazing, and that was very, very satisfying for me. I said, "Hey,
Mm.
something that I did actually worked out for someone else." Right? That's one incident. Another incident is that this guy, I don't want to mention his name, but I always like to mention about this guy. This guy is that he actually came to my SPM class one day. In the class, he came drunk.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, drunk. Normally, what a teacher will do if a student come,
Yeah,
drunk,
how are
they
you
say,
get
"Get out
out
from
from
my
that?
class," right?
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. What I did was that I asked him, "Hey, you are trying to behave like an adult at the age of 17. When you go and watch movie, yeah, yeah. When you go and watch movie, yeah, 18 plus only, man. Correct now. Now you're only
Yeah.
17." So I asked him, "You are drinking at 17?" So I said, "The money you bought your alcohol, was it your father's money or yours?" The fellow said, "No, sir, my father's money." And I said, "Next time you are trying to behave like an adult, why don't you earn your own money and drink?" I said that. And what happened was that three months later, this guy came again drunk. Before I asked
Mm.
him, he said, "Sir, this time I drank in my own money because I did part-time job. I earned my money and I drank." So I told him, this time also, I didn't chase him out of the class. I said, "Since you listened to me, you respected my word, and you went and worked and drank, right?" I said, "Never mind, go to the class." And after that, this guy became very close friend to me. He's more a friend to me. Every day he comes early to the class. He have a chat with me, and and after that, he started listening to what all I say. you know
Mm.
and then in school you have all the demerit lah, your punting sekolah, being naughty, all those things done there. But when the SPM results came, this guy got 6 distinctions, and
Wow.
he went on to finish his diploma in one of the polytechnics, and he came out, and then he was driving Uber last time, now Grab. Okay? He was earning good money, and then he signed up for his degree, and now I think after some time I lost contact with him. After that, I think sometime last year, no, 6 months ago, I called him, and the guy is now running a mini market similar to 7-Eleven.
Wow.
So this is one more guy that, if I would have chased him that way, then probably I would have lost him.
Yeah, like anything could have happened after that. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't come for the class, he mingled with the wrong people and all these things. But it's okay, amazing, sir. Nice.
So sometimes I realize, these guys, they just need someone to listen to. They want us to listen to him. So I just go down to his level and be a friend with him, and then that's how so it just happened like that. So there are many, many, many more incidences like that, lah.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, sir. I think I got something out of this session. Is like one thing is listen to them that you say just now. Listen to the people who are coming and talking to you. Try to find what the other person's perspective, which I
Yes.
think is a very good incident. Because if let's say I was a teacher and somebody come to my class drunk and everything, I will definitely will ask him to get out from the class, because I don't want this person to affect other people's class. But you started to talk to him to find out what is this other person is going through, why they're not listening in the class, why are they not focusing in the class, why are they not studying in the class, what is the reason. Instead of asking them to, yeah, study, study, study and everything, you start to listen to them. And when they start to listen to, you listen to them, then you try to give proper advice or proper guidance that they need. And we all that take is just to ask this one question: is your money or your father money? If you want to behave as an adult, you earn your own money and drink it.
Yeah.
So you listen to it, and that's how you started to guide him, and now he's doing something amazing. Very, very nice, sir. Thank you for sharing that. And also, is impacting people also is not about just giving money. It's also about sharing your experience, and also sharing your experience, and also uh, point them out in the right direction. So thank you so much, Ganesan, for sharing that, and also thank you so much for impacting my life personally. So anything you want to say? We only have 5 more minutes. Anything you want to say to our audience who are watching this session today, who would like to impact people's
Yeah,
life?
what I want to say to audience is that if you want to help people, I said just give them right informations. I'm sure you all have very lot of experiences. Share your information with them, and something will relate to them, right? Something will relate to them, and you
Mm,
just, if possible, go one little bit more extra mile, take them there and send them there. Get it done for them. And one thing is that they will learn how to do it by themselves. Second, next time they can do it themselves, right? So that's what you got to do. Like for example, today university courses are very very expensive, right? You want to study in private and all, but then there's one particular university. It is private, but then the fees is almost like the government university,
mm,
right? Which is your Thai college, lah, right?
mm,
And that's what I did. I went and researched down all the internet down there and look at people. I said, what is your affordability? Let's say you cannot go to the government university. What is your affordability? Okay, you cannot go this. Then there's one college which actually takes you in. The fees is almost like the government because it's heavily funded by government. So I said, when I
mm.
give this kind of information, I think many of my students actually went there,
Yeah.
and they came up, and then so people when come and look for me, ask me for ideas. I said, I know your main problem is your income or your affordability, right? So similarly, today trend is changing. Today trend is changing because today people don't want to go to the university, they want to go and work first and then and that. So if you have somebody like that, I'll bring them to ascendance. you
Mm,
know I said, hey, we also got platform like that. If you're not keen to study like that, okay, why don't you go and meet these guys? But if you want, so based on what they want, we can put them first, because today we cannot drastically change. I said, okay, once you do something good to them, and then they will eventually respect you. When they respect you, it's easier to guide them towards the right path.
mm,
So that is what we should do to people, because you cannot, when you go and tell something. I'm sure you're telling something very good to them, but at the beginning they will not accept what you're saying. So what you feel is that, this guy is not, no, he doesn't respect me. It's not the way. You must first make friends with him first, understand him first, and then you can actually what do you call, guide him where he wants to go. So that
okay.
you must go an extra mile, lah.
I think that's what exactly Ganesan did to me. Like he connect with me with ET ideas, the right people and everything. But he actually did that when I was 19 years old. I even got the opportunity to meet the founder and everything. But for me at that point of time, I feel like not so interested and everything. But after some time, I come back to Ganesan again when my life is not okay. That's when this time he's not only shared the information, he even brought me to that place and brought me for several months, like 2 3 months, until I get familiar with the people, I get okay with the people. He bring me there, he make sure that I makan a bit. He make sure that he introduced me, hey, he's my student Steven, he's a nice guy and everything. So I also, sometimes we go for a new place, you don't want to talk to people. So he introduced me and everything. That's how I got connected to that. So until now I really hold on to that place, and I really uh, respect Ganesan for that. Thank you very much, sir, for that. And for all the audience, all our audience who are watching the session today, if you wanted to impact people's life, if you want to share the right information to the people out there, I do have something that I want to share with you guys very quickly. This talk show is actually co-organized by PMDK. It's a NGO that exists in Malaysia. I'm one of the person that actually running this NGO, and what we are doing is like what Ganesan told: information, the right type of information, right type of things need to reach every people, every youngsters out there, because if you can mold them from the young itself, they will know what to do next. That is what Ganesan is doing. Many of us cannot do that because you have your own life and everything. But if you still feel like impacting someone, there is this one project that PMDK is organizing in the year of 2022. This is our main project for the year of 2022, which is we want to bring this book about finance literacy and also entrepreneurship book to every schools in Malaysia as possible. We want to give these schools to school libraries this book, to have every school to have these particular books in every single corner of Malaysia. And we are doing some crowdfunding, we are doing some payments and all for that. So if you are interested to know more about it, you can contact me. Or this is the two books that we have actually: Money Matters, which will talk about finance literacy for the younger generation, and also entrepreneurship, a teenage entrepreneur book for people. We will provide 5 copies of each of these book, in total of 10, to a school. You can even choose the school that you wanted to sponsor. If you want to sponsor to a school that you have studied, a college that you have studied, go ahead and do it. So how you can do it, you can actually go to our website, and then you can get it. I have shared the link in the chat box. You can click on it, go out there, search for it and do it. So if you want it, the link is coming here as well. Or if you wanted to contact me personally, you want to pull in the finances with a few people, and then you want to do it, you can contact me personally. My number is in the banner here coming there, so we can have a chat about it later. So I think that's all from me for today's session. Ganesan, thank you so much for sharing your experience of how you are impacting people. The lesson that I learned from this is you listen first what they are saying, and then share the right information to the right people from there. And also take a little bit of more effort if they are not interested in everything, because sometimes they just don't want. So then when you take the extra effort, they also respect you. Thank you so much, Ganesan, for saying that. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your experience here. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, sir.